All right. Hello, everyone. We are officially live and we already have people here. We have the literary lifestyle. Hello, everyone. I just finished.
Hi.
You just finished what? Oh, people are here.
Good timing.
Hello.
Hi.
I wonder what you just finished. Let me know.
Yeah.
Hello, my beautiful friends. Hi, Quinn. Love you.
Hi, Quinn.
All right. Do we want to go through what we're reading and what we're doing? Things like that? Rye, do you want to start?
I'm Rye from Rye's Reading Corner. I have to edit at some point, but I need to finish first the overnight guest. I only have like 60 pages left.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Cami from Burrows and Books, and I'm going to be reading The Black Witch by Laurie Forrest.
Do I want to read that one?
It's so good. I finished 14 Ways to Die yesterday. It was so good.
So
good.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Is it my turn? Okay. I never know if it's like... Okay. My name's Naomi, and I'm going to start Olga Dies Dreaming, finally. There's only like 2 days in the month, but yeah.
Hi, I'm Sahar. I'll be reading The Crimson Crown by Cinda Williams-Chima.
Hi, I'm Hannah. My channel's Hannah's Recent Reads, and I'm reading The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I'm about like 200 or so pages in. I just got to part 2, so I'm kind of nervous.
How are you liking it?
I'm really liking it so far. I actually was kind of nervous, like thinking it wasn't going to be like accessible to me, like it was going to be one of those high fantasies that I'm too dumb for. But I don't feel too dumb for this, but I know that it's like it gets really brutal really fast, and I haven't gotten. I mean, there's some brutal parts, but like it's not been too bad, and I know that they're coming, so I'm nervous.
Yeah. It's so good. I love that book.
And hello, you're on my channel, but I'm Kirsten from Kirsten's Corner. And first, I'm going to finish up some stuff for work, and then I'm going to read Adnan's story, which is about Adnan Syed, which from Serial, it's that case. So I'm hopefully going to finish that like tomorrow, because I've been reading it for like a week. So big yikes. All right. Oh, let's see. Hello, everyone. I just finished my current read, and now I don't know what to start because I want to read literally everything. Well, what are the options?
Yeah.
Options.
I feel that too. Like my physical TBR is right over there, and I just want to read everything that's there. I'm in such a reading mood lately, so I totally get that. It's like you can't make a decision because everything sounds amazing.
Literally. Mm-hmm. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, I'm reading the Book of Cold Cases. That one's popular. Didn't you just read that, Hannah?
I did, yeah. I read it because my friend Ashley from Ashley's Little Library did like a community book club thing. She premiered it this morning. I liked it, though. I read The Broken Girls by Simone St. James, and I really like that one, too. It's another paranormal thriller, so.
I'm excited. I'm going to be reading it in May. I'm really excited.
I liked it. I think it's a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Next says, hi, Hannah. Hi, Cami. There we go.
Hi, Kim.
I'm reading The Turn of the Screw, and hey, everybody. Ooh, isn't that a class? No. Yeah. Is that a class?
Yeah.
The Turn of the Key is based.
The Ruth Ware one. That's based
It's
on
like a retelling for this, yeah.
I just got the overnight guest in the mail today. There you go.
Thanks.
I need to read that.
I'm going to read that.
I'm reading The Wife Stalker by Liv Constantine. I've not heard of that. Thinking it's a thriller. No, it's a romance, actually.
It's funny when you can when you try to guess what genre it is just from the title. Like there was one on mine and Christina's, for instance, that was called Yes, Daddy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She thought it was a romance, but it's actually a thriller, which is kind of funny.
Oh, there's someone at the door. I'll be right back. We can talk about the Poppy War.
Yeah, I'm really liking it. I know Christina is reading it too. She'll probably be on these sprints later. But she just got to like the intense chapter that everybody warns you about. And I
Yep.
was like, is it really as bad as people say, or is it okay? And she's like, it was the worst thing I ever read. Like, it's well written, but traumatizing. I'm so nervous.
It's rough. Like, I wanted to go right into the second one. Like, that was my plan originally, but after I finished it, I was like, there's no way I can go
I
right
had to
into
take a break.
Yeah, same. I had to take a break between the first and the second. And I haven't even read the third one yet because
I have them both. Like, I just got the second and the third today because I went book shopping. But yeah, I'm just really nervous because it's like I haven't hit the fan yet where like it all goes super dark. So right now I'm loving it. We'll see.
it's so good. I think you'll still love it.
I probably will. I'm a little bit masochistic like that. If it causes me pain, I apparently like it.
Did you like it, Sahar?
I gave it 3 stars, but I think I'm gonna reread it at some point because I feel like I just wasn't really in the mood for it, and I just kind of like pushed my way through. So.
Have you continued on? No, just the first one?
Yeah. I feel like it's something that I would like, though. Like, I like the painful.
Yeah,
stuff.
so do I.
I didn't love it. So I think I'm going to just give it another read.
It's written so well, too. Like, it is, like, besides, like, how awful it is, like, the writing itself is like, top tier.
Yeah.
I was surprised to, like, I just, like, looking at the back of this, that this was her debut novel. You wouldn't know that by reading it.
Yeah.
She was like 18 or something.
Dang.
All right. Hi, I'm currently reading The Man Who Died Twice. Interesting. I've not heard of that.
Neither.
I'm here. Hello, Christina. Can't wait to
Christina.
talk to you later. Enjoy your nails. Hope you're getting
Yeah.
So many lovely ladies in one place. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with all of you. I'm obsessed with you, Christina.
Yeah. Love you.
Still reading The Score by Elle Kennedy. I've not read any Elle Kennedy.
I liked that one.
I like that Kennedy. Except for like the newest one, but
I haven't read any of her like spin-off of the off-campus ones, the Briar U ones. I haven't read any of those, but I read the off-campus series a few years ago and I liked it. I think The Score was my favorite one.
That's on my like 12 books to read in 2022, or like recommended by friends.
Yeah, I see everyone read the off-campus series, and I like want to read them, so just so I can say that I read them. But you guys know I don't read romance, so I'm just like I probably.
Okay, and then I'm reading The Poppy War, and my heart is getting ripped out of my chest at every chapter.
God.
So
Okay. Do we want to jump into a sprint?
Sure.
All right, let's get my cat up.
Oh my gosh, the cat.
The cat.
Oh.
I love the cat.
So cute. Ooh, there's an orange one now. Spicy.
Oh, so cute.
I love how customizable this is.
So 30 minutes. All right, ready and go.
Meow.
That scared me. Oh my gosh.
Me too. I was like looking at the screen.
Okay. My next one's Sprint Go. I finally figured out my internet. All is good. All is right.
Yay.
I finished my book.
Dang.
How was it?
Amazing. It was 5 stars.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Definitely one of the better I feel like I haven't really read like a good adult thriller in a while, and it definitely is top notch. So
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
But everyone else.
I read about 40 pages, but like all I want to do is watch Bridgerton because I started the first episode and I'm like, I just want to lay in bed and watch Bridgerton. Like, that's all I want to do. I don't want to read.
Fully support that. Fully support that.
I haven't watched the second season yet. I haven't started
I
it.
watched the first
Me either.
episode and like it's so addictive.
I
Yeah,
stopped
I feel like
watching
once I started, I'm gonna want to binge the whole thing.
Same.
halfway through the first season. I gave up.
Oh,
That's
The first season, can be a little bit boring. Not gonna lie. I only got it through it because of the guy. He was hot.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're
No,
right.
he's in like this other like lawyer show that I watch, which has been going on since like before Bridgerton. So then when this came out, everyone was obsessed with him, and I was like,
Is it for the people?
first.
Is it for the people?
hmm
Yeah, because I first saw him and he was in the remake of Roots. He played Chicken George.
He's not.
Yeah. He was like, no, he's out.
let's see.
I got like 20 pages read. My mom also called in the middle of those sprints, so I had to stop and pause the audiobook and talk to her for like 10 minutes. So, but yeah.
I was grossly unproductive on my sprint. I did absolutely nothing. So
I ate, so I didn't read
You
anything.
fixed your internet. That's not.
I did fix my internet.
Yeah.
What was going on with it? I don't know. Let's see. Hi everyone, currently reading The Night She Disappeared. I own this. I've not read it, but I own it. I have way too many options. LOL. What's everyone's favorite book of last year? Mine is Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. Can't compete.
Mine were 6 of Crows and The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Great book. Fantastic book.
Mine were Sarah J. Maas books or Kingdom of the Wicked.
Yeah, mine was A Court of Silver Flames or
Yep,
The
that
Lost
was my favorite
Apothecary.
Mine was The Inheritance of Orquídea Divina.
Mhm.
Oh, Punk 57 also made my top.
Really?
And
Wow.
I'd recommend Mistborn. I think that was one of my favorites.
I haven't read any Brandon Sanderson. I'm scared because I tried Skyward and I hated it. I DNF'd it at like 40 pages.
Dang.
I love Skyward so much. Oh my god.
I was ready to throw that book in the trash.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think you'll like Mistborn more because I started Skyward. I haven't finished it, but I also put it down like at like 50 or 60 pages, but not because I wasn't loving it, but I just like wasn't in the mood for sci-fi.
It has one of my biggest bookish pet peeves, and it happened like 20 times in those 40 pages, and I was like, I can't get past it. I can't even focus. It's like when they make up swear words. Like
I love
in
that.
Skyward, he says scud. And I just, if I had to read scud one more time, I was going to light the book on fire.
How I felt when they kept saying alpha hole in the Crescent City series, that got on my nerves.
They say that a lot, yeah.
But I think you'd like Mistborn. It's definitely a different vibe, and it doesn't have.
Sorry, I don't know why that just happened.
thought that was like Sahar's cat.
Man, I wish. My boyfriend's allergic to cats, so
I'm also allergic to cats. How do I do this? What is it? Where is the chat? It disappeared. Guys, I'm not very good at this. Oh, here we go. It's back. Anyway, hi. I'll be starting to exit that book. Fantastic book.
Very
I like
good.
that
Very
one.
good.
I just ordered the second one, but I'll need a break. I have it. Oh, a Poppy War. So, I just finished Plain Bad Heroines and The True Story of Hansel and Gretel. Dang.
Wow.
Nice.
Hannah, your book shopping video game shopping story made my heart smile. What video games did you get? I love video games.
I didn't get any. My spouse got a few. He like got PlayStation 2 games because he finally got it set up in the basement. So he's like getting all his nostalgic games from when he was a kid. So he took me book shopping and was like buying me books. And he was like, "Do you mind if we stop at a video game store? I just want to look around." So it was a cute moment.
Oh.
That's so cute. I'm reading Kleptopia. Interesting. Finishing Twisted Loyalties at 86%. Dang.
Oh, wow.
Did you like... Wow, this person really looks like my high school Latin teacher. I got like...
High school Latin. I would have taken that.
It was like... I didn't like it, but it's fine. Hola, beauty.
Like a difficult language, though, to be fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we like to learn it. All we did, it was weird. Like obviously it's a dead language, which like we still had to speak it. Obviously, it was a whole experience because we just like watched Disney movies. I think it was Hercules. Is that the one that's like in Rome or something? It might not be. I don't know. It was a trip. Hi Ryan.
Hello.
I consulted Jan and decided on My Dearest Darkest since it's releasing in a couple of days. Interesting. I don't know what that is.
Me either. I've never heard of it.
This is my friend from high school. His name is Jeff. He's not read this book. He's not read Red, White, and Royal Blue. Thanks, Jeff. Got 22 pages read. Nice.
Good.
I'm screaming. Why?
Your dog is so cute.
Yeah, I love your dog.
Is everything okay? Are you good? Like Bridgerton, yes. 30 pages, and one of the kids in this book is so creepy. I love creepy kids. What book is it?
Me too.
What book is it? Did she say? Or did
I don't think so.
Oh, Turn of the Screw. Oh, that makes sense
Oh.
because Turn of the Key also has creepy kids.
That book is
Yep.
great. Great.
When I tell you I put my tampon in at the exact second the timer went off, I was like, what?
What?
I mean,
Absolutely.
oh my
Is
goodness.
that where you were screaming?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's
the same person.
Oh my god. That's hilarious.
Oh,
this comment is the highlight of my night.
yeah, this is really good. Anyway, Bridgerton.
I don't even know where to go from that.
Yeah, I know.
I know, it's like
Anyway, Bridgerton.
Okay. I've not read or watched any of them, so
I like it.
I'm reading The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Love
It's a
that
good
book.
one.
Love that book.
oh, I can't wait for them to announce casting.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Because I'm gonna riot if it's not who I want. I'm gonna riot.
Joined 15 minutes in and read 10 pages. That's good.
Good.
Nice.
A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. That is so good.
Oh, that's a good one.
Love that book.
Solid.
I joined mid-sprint and started reading Tools of Engagement by Tessa Bailey. I've not read that. Have you read that, Rye?
I haven't. I've not read that one yet.
I read the first one, Fix Her Up.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it 3 stars. It's just okay.
I don't know how I feel about Tessa Bailey. Like, I feel like she's been hit or
Yeah.
miss for me, so I don't know.
Like,
if
I
I'm
really
gonna-
liked It Happened One Summer, so that's why I picked up Fix Her Up, and then I didn't really like that one. Who knows?
Cammy's reaction to Hannah's opinion on Skyward.
I love Skyward. Oh. The second one.
I
I
the third
really
one just
love
come
Ender's
out?
Game by Orson Scott Card, but he's a horrible person. So,
Did the third Skyward book just come out?
yeah, it came out in November.
Oh, okay, so not just.
I keep thinking it's like we're in the same year.
Oh,
I
no.
literally keep writing 2021 on all my students' papers, and I'm like, oh,
It's literally almost April. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I know.
That's insane.
what the heck?
Sahara, you're starting school soon. Are you excited?
No. Well, I'm excited because I feel like I'm finally going to learn stuff that I'm actually interested in. Because, guys, I majored in accounting. Like, what does that have to do with law?
I majored in econ.
Like, I literally have been learning, like, gibberish for the past 4 years. So I'm really excited. But it's going to be so much work. I don't want to do it.
You start in the summer?
In August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think orientation's like the second week of August. So that should be fun.
Exciting. Hi, I joined in 20 minutes left. We're on 10 pages of The Sound of Stars by Alessia Dow, maybe. Interesting. I've not heard of that one either. I'm not very cultured when it comes to books, so One of my favorite books of last year was Where the Forest Meets the Stars by Glendy Vandera.
I'm gonna look that up.
yeah, that sounds interesting.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. How do you do that?
I've seen those like TikToks of people going like really fast. and
Yes,
just-
I don't know how they do it. Every time I do it, my fingers are like this. And I'm like, not
Yeah,
cute.
I'm still trying to do it. Mine does not
I
look like a
told you.
Difficult.
Regular one, but like
I like that one.
it's
That
like a
one's
broken
easy.
heart.
I like this one. Or this
I
one.
think I got it. It's not cute. It's not cute. Mine does not look like a heart.
Mine looks like two crab claws coming together.
I'm a mom. So was my Latin teacher. Forgot to mention I'm reading One to Watch. Oh, that's a great book by Kate Stayman London. I really like that book. Except the book of the month copy has a huge typo. Like there's one page that doesn't even have like correct formatting. So they like mailed out or emailed out like the correct page. It was very trippy because I didn't know about it when I was reading it. And so I had to like go back and be like, what the heck happened? But they fixed it.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Bruh. Not the email though. I would need a whole new copy.
You gotta print it out. and
Yeah,
stick
literally.
it in there.
Glue it in.
Glue it in.
No.
It was trippy because I read it like I distinctly remember I was in the pool and I was like, was I not paying attention? Like, was this like supposed to be here? And it was not. No. Okay, wait. On that note, my friend Kaylin, she went and bought the guest list a couple weeks ago and she read it and she like absolutely loved it. But it was like a misprint. And the last page of the book, she sent me a picture. It went from like page like 120 to page like 380. So like the last page of the book got printed in the middle of the book. And then like it just kept going. It was so weird. I was like, you should email them or something.
Yeah, misprints are really weird.
Yeah.
It's like, how does that? I don't know how the process of like printing and binding a book works, but like, how's that happen?
How do you mess
Yeah.
up that?
How does that work?
How does no one catch it? Like, I'm sure there's
Mhm.
so many people who like go into releasing a book. Like, how does no one get that? You know?
Right.
I didn't read anything. Neither did I. I'm starting the Paris apartment. I need to read that.
I have it, but I'm really afraid because I've not heard a good thing about it.
I liked it.
Did you? Okay, because I feel
Yeah,
like
it's just like a fun time. Is it like a great thriller? No. But is it fun? Yeah. And the
feel
twists are pretty good. Like I didn't see the twists coming.
I need to read it. I feel like I can't read it after this because this was so good. Like I feel like I need to
Yeah.
Maybe
read
don't do
books in
that.
between so that I'm not like too let down.
You should read 14 Ways to Die.
Yes.
I have it. Kirsten
So
was
good.
talking to me about it. I'm like, I need to do this now.
It's so good.
So good. Like
Maybe
unexpectedly
this
good.
will.
Yeah. It was so good.
Who's that by?
Vincent, what's his name?
Ralph Vincent, I
Ralph
think.
Ralph Vincent, yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
It's so good. I don't know what I'm gonna read yet. Do you have options? We can tell you. Oh, here. She says, or they say, I wanted to read the guest list actually, and my friend borrowed it and won't give it back. Oh.
Oh no.
That stinks.
I don't want any more horror movies.
I still don't know who I let my Throne of Glass copy to, and when I find them,
I don't lend out my books. If people ask, I just straight up, I'm like, no.
That's me. I only let a select few people borrow my books.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I don't know. It'd have to be somebody that I really trust, and it would come with like rules.
that was
Wash your
one of
hands
the-
before you touch it.
I was in college, so I was like, everybody needs to read this series. It's so good. So I was just like giving it out to people.
No.
But
I used to
now I
have,
don't know who I gave it to. So
Oh, Christina's
when
here.
I read Throne of Glass for the first time, like that series, I had a friend, and his name was Court. He was in like every single one of my classes in college. So anytime we'd be like sitting waiting for class to start, I'd be like, my God, Court, I got to tell you about this book. And I just like lay out the plot, and he was literally like, Hannah, I don't care. And I'm like, I know, that's what makes it so great, because I need somebody to talk to.
What's this say? I think after I finish Seven Husbands, I'm going to start As Good as Dead, but I'm going to be so sad when the Good Girls Guide to Murder series ends. I hated the last book. Didn't
Me
even
too.
finish it. Didn't finish
Okay,
it.
Kristen,
That last book takes a turn.
it made my worst books of the year last year.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah,
I think it
that
was
was
more
a
like-
disappointing one.
I think it was like more of like, I mean, I gave it like a low 3, so like it necessarily wasn't terrible, but I think it was like the most, like definitely it was such a letdown, like a biggest disappointment.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
think
the
I ended up
worst.
giving it a 4, but like after sitting with it, I would probably give it a 3. But like I went in with expectations from the first 2 books, and then when it like veered off and took this whole different turn, I was like, what?
I
Oh my
knew it
God.
was a bad sign when there was no like multimedia stuff. I was like, where did it all go? Like it was
Yeah.
the first 2 books, and then it's just not there. The third, like,
Did you like the first or the second one better?
that's a good
I liked
question.
the first.
I think the first one, I love the setting of it. Like the second one was still really good, I thought, but
Yeah, I still like the second one, but the first one, the OG, it's so good.
it is really
I
good.
also read the European version of the second one, so I was really, really confused when I first started reading it because the first one took place in like Connecticut because it was the American version, and the European one takes place in England, and I was like, hang on. I was like, what is going on? And then they were calling like 999, and I was like, no, this is in Connecticut. Why are they calling 999? And then I figured it out. But
I did the same thing because I had to, like, after you read the first one, I'm like, okay, now I want the second one because it's so good, but it wasn't released in the US yet. So I'm like, I'll just get the UK paperback. Everything will be fine. And I was like, yes, I see now.
Yeah, I really want to read As Good as Dead, but I remember I watched Kirsten's video of like books I DNF'd or something like that, and you talked about As Good as Dead.
You just got to go in with different expectations, then maybe you'll like it.
Oh, the book.
Yeah.
Oh, that's literally what it's called. I'm such an idiot.
You're like, what is she talking
about?
I was so confused. I was literally like, I've never read this book. I don't know who you're talking about. Okay. Anyway. OMG, really stop. I'm even more scared now. Nah, just don't go in expecting what.
And I think that was the problem is like Kirsten and I read it like the day it was released.
Yeah.
So like we hadn't heard
anything
yet. So like we went in thinking it was gonna be following the same path as the first 2. So I feel like I definitely, if I read it now, I would have a different experience going in because I would have kind of heard a little bit of heads up. But
can't believe they just got rid of the multimedia.
There's like
that's so random. Like,
yeah,
because
that was like a major.
That's also what makes it like super fun.
Yeah,
I love those aspects of it.
Yeah.
Okay, this friend also borrowed Green Glass House and gave it back without a cover. Why did you give them another book?
Don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I honestly almost think that the second book was better, but they were both so good. They were both really good. Okay. Do we want to do another sprint and I'll actually get reading or work done this time?
Yes.
Let's do it. All right, but we got to do the cat first. What are we feeling? Or not history. Oh, what is this? You've played 16 hours worth of work? No, I have not. 0% chance. Yeah, I like gray cats. And maybe like, what do we like? Do we like the blue or the purple?
The purple.
Yeah, I like the purple.
Oh, that's cute too.
Purple. Okay. And now go. All right. Hello, Christina.
Yay!
Christina, if you want to introduce yourself, say what you're reading, then we can go from there.
Hi, I'm Christina. I'm Christina's Chapters. And I'm reading The Poppy War.
Hey!
Twins!
I forced Hannah to pick it up.
Yeah, I had it, and as soon as I saw that she was reading it, I was like, all right.
How did everyone else's sprint go?
I just updated my bullet journal.
Good. I think I'm on page 60 now of my book.
I think I got another 20-ish, 15-ish pages read. I'm right in the middle of a super intense scene, too.
I'm in the middle of a really crazy chapter, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm almost halfway through my book.
Is this part of the first series, like the Seven Realms? The one
Yeah.
you're reading so hard?
Yeah, it's the last book in that series.
Did you like that series? Is it good?
It's so good. It's
Okay.
very political, so
Oh, I love that.
yeah, if you don't like politics, you'll hate it, but I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, I have the whole series.
Yeah, the spinoff is called The Shattered Realms, which just scares me. It's what can possibly happen in this last book that just shatters the realms? I'm scared. It's gonna be.
Yeah, I did not read. I kind of wrote a complaint for work. How about you, Kimmy?
I didn't read either. I'm answering some emails from parents.
That cannot be fun. I think I would I'm not very good at interacting with people.
Ugh.
I wouldn't be able to be patient. I would just be like, no, you're being dumb. Stop.
yes. I be having to stop myself when I send emails. I write them all out and then I delete them.
Same thing.
Let me not do it today.
We have a group chat of the teachers at work that we send our email and be like, how can I be less of a jerk in this email? How can I make this more professional?
Love it.
Wow, we have 3 teachers on this sprint. Dang.
I'm on spring break.
Ooh,
Lucky.
it's not till April.
Me too. Oh, I can't wait.
Lucky.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
You can do it.
When's your break, Rye?
I think it starts April 8th is our last day of school.
Okay.
So, when's yours, Cammie?
We start April 12th.
So, yeah, so right on the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
I know, I can't come
Then
soon.
this play will be over.
You're almost there.
Kirsten, your face just
Okay, we're gonna. I didn't like that Christina was just down there, but now so. Whatever. What's this one do? Okay, they don't do anything, I guess. Oh no. Okay, anyway. Oh my god, stop. Okay. Anyway. I think I'll be doing some homework and read some Flowers in the Attic. Ooh. Interesting. I started Love and Other Carnivorous Plants because it's one of my 5-star prediction books and I really need to get them read. Interesting. That sounds interesting. Just saw these sprints. Hello. I want to participate, but I'm at my mom's and I forgot my Kindle. That's a struggle. That's a struggle.
The Kindle app on your phone?
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
You guys, I just got a Kindle and I understand the hype now.
It's so good.
It's so amazing.
I don't have a Kindle. I just have it on my iPad, the app.
Oh, yeah. I think the Kindle Paperwhite, it's my favorite object that I own. Oh my god, why does that happen? I don't know why it happens.
Yeah.
Well-
I was like iffy on it because I usually don't like ebooks. But my sweet boyfriend surprised me and just got it for me because he was like, I know you were on the fence, so like just get it.
That's so
That's so
sweet.
He got me like the Kindle, a case, like a charge. Like he like got the whole bundle. He's like, yeah, I saved so much money on Amazon because of the bundle. He was so excited.
That's so cute.
That is so cute.
Then you have my boyfriend who just gives me a dirty ass stare when he sees me buy more books. He's
No,
like,
I
that's just a
really-
story.
I walked, so I live like a 15-minute walk from Half Price Books. And yesterday it was so nice out. So I just like went for a walk. And of course I happened to stumble
He
upon.
just carried you there.
It's on your way, you know.
I ended up buying like a whole series, like 8 books. And I called him. I was like, hey, you want to pick me up on your way home from the gym? Because I'm not carrying all these back.
That's
I would
funny.
so do that. I literally went to my bookstore today, and my bookstore owner was like, "Where have you been?" I was like, "Look, all right, I've been on like a book buying hiatus." He was like, "You're like half of my business. You need to come back."
No, I'm so excited because we're supposed to have our barrister's ball, which is basically a glorified like homecoming, in a couple weeks, but like no one is going. So my boyfriend and I, and then a couple from school are going into Boston, and they have like a huge Barnes and Noble. I'm gonna do damage. It's gonna be great.
Ooh,
It's
I
gonna
love
be
it.
so good. Did that not scare anyone else? Yeah,
Oh,
the
it's-
cat is obnoxious. It's really
If you go back, you will
I
see.
like it.
I had my audiobook in, and I still jumped at the freaking cat. Okay.
it's a lot. I hope Rye's alive.
She said her
Your
mom
mom
called.
called.
Oh, I didn't read the chat. I read 18 pages of The Seven Husbands. Oh my god, that book. I wish I could experience it for like the first time again.
Yeah.
So good.
It is really good. I just got my friend to read that, and she's kind of a reader, but not at the same time. And I've been begging her to read it for so long. She finally read it. She read it all in one day, and she was like, "I get it. I should have read it earlier."
Well,
That's what
I
I'm
like
saying.
distinctly. Well, I read it for Naomi. Like, I read 3 of Naomi's favorite books, and when I started it, I was not feeling it. I was like, I don't want to read this. I don't feel like it. I don't like famous people. Like, I mean, I don't have like a vendetta against famous people, but I don't like reading about them. And then I started it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, okay, I see it.
It's so good.
I want to reread it, like, and annotate it, and like really go back. Because I mean, I read it the first time, and I loved it. But I really want to go and like
Mm-hmm.
read it again for like in a different way, I guess.
Yeah.
Read 23 pages of These Silent Woods. I need to bring it back to the library tomorrow. Oh, 77 pages left. You got this.
You got this.
You've got it. Finish Twisted Loyalties. Need to figure my next book. Keep going with a series or something else. I like series. When I like read, I seldom read series, but when I do, I just kind of go ham. But
Yeah,
I
I
never
usually
finished
binge series.
I never
Oh,
finished them, so I say something else.
I will binge buy the series the minute I pick the first book up, and then I just won't read the rest of the series until I,
That's
figure
how
out probably do it.
for Blood and Ash, I still haven't finished the 3rd one, but I've still bought the most 2 recent books, and I still haven't finished the 3rd one.
I haven't read the most recent one. I've read all of them up to that one, but I ordered a hardback copy, and there was like some sort of delay with that, so I won't get mine until May. But I have the ebook and the audiobook, so I could start it, but I've been hearing things.
Yeah, I've heard.
So I don't know. I don't know if I want to start it or not. I keep putting it off. I'm usually like a binger. Like if I start a series, I'm like fly through the whole thing, but I don't know. I'm nervous.
Hello, I'll be reading Scarlet by Marissa Meyer.
Yes.
I love
classic.
Scarlet.
I knew we were gonna have people that
Yes.
absolutely.
I
I've
never
read
read
that.
them.
Maybe
You should.
I really liked
It's
the Lunar
so
Chronicles.
good.
They're
I need
really
to
good.
read Cress. I binged Cinder and Scarlet. This is back in high school, and I actually had time to read. But I have to read Cress. I have yet to read Cress, and I'm talking about like high school, y'all. It's been a minute.
I just like I don't have time to read, but I just read instead. Like today I had my book up on my laptop and this kid Matthew sits like direct diagonal behind me, and he was like, Kirsten, are you like reading Civ Pro right now? And I was like, no, because like we were in Civ Pro, and I was like, no, this is not. I was like, this is for fun. Like,
I literally have like I don't even know how I figured it out, but there's like a Kindle like extension that I have at my work computer. And literally I have no idea how I figured it out, but I figured it out. And literally, like if I'm in a really good ebook, like if like a Kindle Unlimited book is really catching my drift, I will literally just pretend I'm doing paperwork, and like the minute my boss, because like I can hear him, because like the floor screech. So if I hear him coming, I'll like click off. But I swear to God, I can pretend because it's on my computer, so it's like it really does
awful.
it's great. It's really great.
That's so bad. I'm about halfway through A Dark and Hollow Star. Interesting. I love your name. Is your real name L Bells? Because that is a fantastic name.
Oh, that's cute.
I do not like this book, but I hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I DNF'd A Dark and Hollow Star.
Oh, I have it.
It's so pretty too. Like the cover is amazing. I love the artwork on the cover.
Yeah. And it takes place in Toronto, and I grew up in Toronto, so I was like, yes, like
Oh, is this
so
the book you
good.
just read? Did you like just read this?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I read it.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, because if I was physically reading it, I definitely would have DNF'd. But I was listening to it, so I could just like push through the audiobook.
Mhm.
But it has good rep if you're looking for some LGBTQ plus rep. Recommend, but I did not like the book.
Is that the book that you just rated 2-star?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only gave it 2 stars because of the rep. I was like, I'll give
That's
you
it.
one.
Watch Sahara's recent reading vlog, and you can.
It's good, yo. I was like binging her vlog today.
Yeah, I watched it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday.
Which I have everyone linked in the description, so everyone should go subscribe to all of these lovely friends. I also lost my spot in the comments. Oh, I've done that. I had been at the library with a friend of mine, and my dad came to pick me up afterward. They had a book sale that you could get 10 books for $1. That's what I did, and he had to help carry my books out. Funny part, he also bought 10 books, so we ended up carrying 20 books. It was great.
That's awesome.
I love that.
I love
I
it.
mean, books for $1. Let me know where. I will take a flight.
Jan just posted in her stories that she went to Chicago because they were just giving away free books somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
why don't people do that around where I live?
Dang.
It doesn't happen around here. Not at least not where I
I
live.
not have waited like 4 months till I moved to Chicago to do that. Like,
Maybe it's like a regular thing that they do.
I'm gonna look
there's like
it
a
up.
store here that in Philly that does that.
Texas is lame. We don't have anything like that.
You guys have half price books though, at least.
Yeah,
We don't have half-price books.
We don't either.
You
No, we
don't?
don't. Yeah, we
Oh,
don't.
that's my favorite place to go
We don't
look.
have half price
Because you
books.
never know what you're gonna find.
Yeah. I will say I've gotten really good books at library sales, so
I'm waiting for my library to reopen. Like my library, literally only the e version of my library is available. So only audiobooks and ebooks are available because they're moving locations. They're like upgrading, so you can't take a book out. But y'all, it's been months since I've been able to like take out a book. And I have 2 library cards, but like the one that I actually like going to, that's like in the city that I work in, is the one that's like getting renovated. And then the other one's in Newark, because I have the Newark Public Library one because they just have a better selection. But like it's so, I don't want to go to Newark Public Library to take out a book because it's just out of my way. Like I drive through Newark to get home, but like I would have to go in Newark, and that's just where stupid people drive. And I'm not up for it because Newark be giving me so much anxiety. Driving through Newark is no fun.
I never go to the library because we only have like the big Austin public library here, and there's like no parking unless I want to pay like $20 to park, which I don't.
Yeah, that's in Newark too. In Newark, you can only there's street parking, and that's it. And frightening street parking in Newark.
Yeah, our street parking is like it's free between the hours of like 6 p.m. and 8 a.m. So I guess if I go in the evening and get lucky and find a spot, it works. But I don't go downtown ever.
Is parking actually like that much?
It's ridiculous. Like especially once you get like downtown and stuff. Like there are some areas like just like street parking around like where I live. It'll be like $2 an hour or something. So it's like not bad at all. But like
that's really bad. No, that's really bad. When I go, when I go to court, which like I don't go to court. I can't do stuff at court. But if I have to go do stuff like at the courthouse, it's 25 cents for 4 hours. So that's really bad.
It's like it's $2 for the first 2 hours, and then
like Sahara is saying like, yeah, it's only $2 for an hour, so it's not that bad. And Kirsten's like, what?
No, I'm over here like, wait, $2 for an hour. Here it's $1 for an hour. Not even. I don't even know how much it is.
Dang, never mind. I guess Austin's
in my cup holder.
Oh my gosh. No, I went to this like winery, like open mic situation in downtown like the other week, and we had to pay like $20 for 3 hours of parking.
No.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
Oh no.
I love Austin.
No.
I don't live in like a city at all, so we don't even have meters for parking.
Must be nice. I live on like the main road, so my entire like main street that I live on has meters, and you can only park on it. Like you can only park on the Ave after 5, and then the meters start again at 8. But since I go to work, since I leave the house at like 5:30 in the morning, I can always park on the Ave. It doesn't even matter like with street cleaning or not. I can just park. So it's great. But if it's like, because sometimes I get home at like 4:30, I put a quarter in, but a quarter is half an hour, so it's like that's not too bad. But then like around the block is fine, but like just on the main road, that's where the meter is.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem. I live in like a farming town, so we're thriving.
Sundays are my favorite places or favorite time to go to places because it's free parking.
Same. I can park anywhere I want.
Let's see. No, I totally agree. At first it was kind of blah, and then after page like 75 it got so good. Sahar does not agree. My next year is actually going to be Dialect for Aunties, because that's my book club's March book, and it's almost April. So As Good as Dead will be after that. I want to read that. That looks really good.
I've heard really good things about that.
I'm 98 pages into The Ruin of Kings by Jen Lyons. Interesting.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, I want to read that so bad.
Sahar, I did not know you lived in Toronto. I don't know. I'm reading like a robot. I live in a few hours away from there. When did you move?
I moved to the States when I was like 13, so a while ago. But
Jackie, hello. Listening to Beach Read on audio while I crochet.
I love beach.
I love that.
I DNF Beach Read. Hot take.
Oh,
Spicy.
I love that one. I gave that one 5 stars.
I liked it too.
Yeah.
Okay, to be fair though, I started it like peak quarantine, like when everyone was quarantining, and it was not lighthearted and it was not fluffy, and I was like,
oh no, it's not.
I'm already depressed. Why am I gonna read more depressing stuff?
That's why I liked it so much. Like I gave it 5 stars. It's one of 2 romance books that I've ever given 5 stars.
I love that book.
Is the other one It Ends With Us?
Yeah.
In the greatest city in the world. Danielle, this is the book I was going to start. How are you liking it so far? What is it? Oh, Ruin of Kings.
Ruin of Kings.
It was in Utah, the West Jordan Library. They have a section where you can buy some books, but apparently they had a sale that day, which was cool. All right, go ahead. Go to Utah, Christina.
He's like, never mind.
Yeah.
We have them all the time here now. I already got the schedule. My librarian hooked me up. She said, there you go.
Cam, you better know, because I will go to your house.
It's in May.
Done. Let me know when. Other than the first week, because I won't be here.
I think it's May 21st.
Oh, okay, cool. We're good.
Oh, I'll be in DC.
Come
It's
on,
good
over,
so far.
Kristen. You'll be right by us.
Yeah, you will be right by us. Take a trip. Come to Jersey real quick.
All right, see if you can convince Noah. It's his graduation gift.
I mean,
It's good so far. I have a feeling there's a lot to it because the back of the book has a glossary. Dang, with lots of
I love that.
If they have a glossary, it's too much for me.
I love a good glossary.
I go to my library 5 days a week, but I get paid to be there.
How's the parking?
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming, but that was great. I loved that so much.
The wide range of just cost of parking is crazy.
It is wild.
LOL. Good to know. Thank you. $20. Yeah, $20 for 3 hours.
That's
insane.
ridiculous.
That's
crazy.
ridiculous.
Wild.
So everyone come visit Austin. It's a really
Yeah.
good time.
Super inexpensive.
Oh, she says parking is great and free. There you go.
Well, the one time I did go to the library here, my friend was volunteering there, so she was able to validate my parking. So
Ooh,
that was nice.
love that.
Hey, I'm trying to decide what to pick up next. Just finished Akatar.
Akamouse.
Snap.
I think you have your answer.
I say you should read Crescent City. That's my favorite Sarah J. Maas.
I love Crescent City. It is my favorite too, but if you think
I mean, if
Akatar
you
is
just
good,
finished
I pick
Akatar, pick up Akamouse.
I pick it back. It's
Pick it back.
it's the best thing you'll ever.
I don't finish series, and I'm telling you to pick up Akamouse. That's like the sign.
It's fine, y'all.
Pick it up. It's my favorite book.
I love that book. It is.
It's so
definitely-
good.
It's so good.
I cannot wait to reread it.
I don't remember that book at all.
Shut up, Cammy.
Akamouse doesn't like stand out.
I haven't read it in so long.
Oh my! I remember every single detail to the
Everything.
to the
Well, I've read
sentences.
it 10 times, so.
I also
Yeah,
had
Hannah
a
was just-
really hard time comprehending it, so that's probably why.
Ugh, I love Akamouse.
It's so good.
My
baby.
I did not mean to show that one yet.
It's literally right here.
I know. I'm like looking at all my beautiful copies of it.
Hannah, I have like a shelf dedicated to like my Sarah J. Maas books. Hannah has a whole bookcase.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hannah has shelves.
Yeah.
Like my inspiration in life.
Person, you are going to be in DC. Yeah, my boyfriend and I are coming. We're glomming together our anniversary and his graduation from undergrad.
Must be nice. Literally, my boyfriend and I, like, everyone's like, "Oh, what are you guys doing for your anniversary this year?" We're like, "I don't know. Whatever we choose to do." I don't know.
I live right outside DC. I will text you. I recommend A Good Girl's Guide to Murder or The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Also, Akamath is an option.
Or
On you.
But I live in a small town. Okay, my Latin teacher also lives in a small town.
And I bet she also hates paying for parking.
Yeah. Yeah. I live in Portland and downtown parking is insane. Yeah, I bet. That's wild. Crescent City is the best Sarah J. Maas series. I think Cammie thinks that as well.
Yeah, I think I do think that Crescent City is amazing, and I think it is the best series SJM has ever written so far. But it's not finished. But like, look, all right, the Akatar series is so good.
Here's a hot take. I actually think it's the Throne of Glass series.
I haven't read it yet. I can't say that.
That one's also like complete. The other two are still kind of
still
ongoing,
going.
but even though
Crescent City, though,
Akamath
is still
is my favorite book and like that series has my favorite characters, I think it's Throne
Also,
of Glass.
hi Rachel. I didn't realize it was you that commented this. But yes. I agree.
Yes, Crescent City is
Also,
amazing.
you guys should subscribe to her channel because she's awesome.
I was just gonna look her up.
Her vlogs are nice.
I
Is
love her vlog.
Kirsten
She's
frozen?
so pretty.
She's stunning.
Oh, Kirsten is definitely froze.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
that's what I
Or she's really, really good at keeping still.
have.
Oh, goodness.
Reader.
She
I
did
like
have
putting
problems
grades
with
in
her
for my
internet
students.
earlier, so that might be the
That
cause.
might
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Anyways, looking up raven-haired reader.
We lost.
And we have lost Kirsten. She'll be back. It's fine.
This happens all the time.
Oh goodness.
Oh, Lauren has read Crescent City. That's the
Crescent
next
City is
comment.
so good.
It is good. I just watched a interview, like a spoilery interview with Sarah J. Maas, where she's like the moderator or whatever asked her like, how long of a wait are we looking at here? Like, I know you don't know for sure. You just got the first draft out, and she's on maternity leave now. And she's like, well, it's not going to come out in a year. It's so heartbreaking.
The next Crescent City, she said that?
Yeah. She said like 18 months to 2 years is
That's
Oh
way
my
too long.
heart.
yeah.
It's so long.
Which is exactly what I expected, but to have it confirmed was just like that knife TikTok.
Well, I feel like it makes sense with the first one. It came out in like 2020, right? And then
Yeah, but then she released another book
But
between
the
that one and
reason
the second
it
one.
was also I'm sorry. Sorry, Hannah, I cut you off.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I just said she released A Court of Silver Flames in between Crescent City 1 and Crescent City 2. So that's why that wait time was so long.
And it was all pushed back because of COVID.
Because of COVID, yeah, because the printers and stuff. That's why the Crescent City 2 books are a little different because they were printed in the UK.
Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah, that's why they're thicker.
Oh, okay.
Sarah Janet.
I know. 18 months is what we're looking at. So like next fall.
That's
Oh,
way too long.
Yo, it better be
And
out.
that's the
Better be-
earliest that we'll get it. 18 months.
That's-
So like
that
next
is
fall is the
1,000
earliest.
pages.
Possibly 2 years. 2 years.
No, I cannot wait another 2 years. I cannot. Like, not the way. Not no.
Not the way that it ended.
Not the way it ended. All right. Not the way it ended. Nope.
She also said in that interview that it would be probably the longest book that she's ever written. So
Well,
That's fine.
and
I'm
like
ready.
I'm okay with that.
3,000
That
I
gives
think
me
pages.
Kingdom of
another
Ash
reason.
is like 1,000 pages. So
3,000.
Okay.
3,000
1,000 pages.
Could you imagine? That would be so good.
So-
I would be so
Not a
happy.
lame miss type
Yo,
of
if it's
novel.
1,000
Yeah,
pages, I'm excited.
Because Kingdom of Ash is 1,000 pages, right?
Yep. So it's possibly longer. Than
Longer.
that. She just turned in her first draft though. So who knows? Who knows? It'll be edited down or maybe she'll add stuff. Who knows?
I'm so excited.
But yeah, she said 18 months to 2 years and I almost threw up.
I
My
can't.
heart sank to my stomach when you said that. I was like, oh
I know.
no.
It's like it's what I expected, but still, it still hurts to hear it.
Now,
confirmed.
did she say that the next book that she will be releasing is Crescent City?
Correct.
yes.
Yeah, she did confirm
Yeah,
that.
the third Crescent City book is coming out next.
So we're not getting a Sarah J. Maas book for like almost 2 years. I'm upset. My soul hurts. I'm gonna.
We're gonna have to do a second read along.
We might have
all the books so that we're ready. Because by the time we finish it, it'll be like 6 months out. So we got
Maybe she'll pull
another
up Taylor
year.
Swift, and she'll just release it.
She should just do it. Just drop it. It'll
Maybe
sell
while
out.
we're waiting, the TV show will come out for Akatar. So there's
Oh,
something.
true. I
What'd
am
you say?
all right.
I said maybe while we're waiting for the next book, the TV show for Akatar will come out. And that'll be
I
something.
don't want that. I want to
I'm
know
not
what
watching
happened.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I want to support it because like it's cool for books to be adapted, but like I'm not watching that.
Look, I'm going to watch it, but my expectations are so low. Like,
I don't want it to ruin anything.
Well, she's writing this,
And I want to be able to picture the characters and the places how I picture them in my head. And if I see it on screen, that's like Bella Swan is Kristen Stewart. I'll never get that out of my head.
That's true.
It's fine because Twilight is, you know, what it is. But like, I'm not watching the Evelyn Hugo adaptation either. I want to picture it how it's pictured in my head because you ruin it
I'm
for
gonna
me.
watch that.
Dang.
Or I
I
go
am
and reread
watching
it,
the
and all I
Evelyn
can
Hugo
picture
adaptation.
is the actress. Like, I don't
I
like
can't
that.
picture anything in my head, so I love when books become movies.
See, I don't like that. I have
pictures
it's
in
all
my
so
head.
vivid in my head. I'm not messing that up.
Especially Reese. Like Reese in my head is
Yep. And
Well,
you
I
know
heard
what?
that the
You know what?
rumor is that they might cast Reggie Jean Page as Rhysand, and I'm living for that.
There was one actress that was like rumored to be who Feyre was going to be, and these like asshole Sarah J. Maas fans like attacked her and like fat shamed her and stuff.
Yeah.
And she was gorgeous.
Beautiful.
I just don't want to be part of that.
Her name is I can't remember her last name, but her first name is Danielle. She's in the Vampire Diaries / original spinoff Legacies.
Yeah, that whole thing. There's like two different types of people when you get to Sarah J. Maas fans. There's the people that just love it, want to love it, and there's the people that are like nutty.
yeah. You have the crazies. All right, this literally turned into like just
sorry.
Janet.
Sarah Janet.
Go for it. Go for it.
Sarah J. Maas.
Also, this person who made this comment is gorgeous.
Right?
Yes, Rachel. She's
Stunning.
everyone subscribe to her. She's awesome.
Gorgeous. I'm gonna go subscribe right now. Holy cow.
I love her channel.
I love her hair.
She's like one of my go-tos. Every time she uploads, I watch.
I love it. I'm sitting here like not even showered today. In her picture, I'm like, man, like
literally, I'm in my robe, have no makeup on.
I came from work and the nail salon, and I haven't even like showered. I literally ate in the last breath.
I left work early because I felt like crap. I've just been on this couch for the last 6 hours.
Did you sprint earlier?
Sometimes you just need that.
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah. I was like, what else am I gonna do? I don't feel like moving.
Yeah. If I wasn't at rehearsal, I would have been there, but
same. If I wasn't at work, I definitely would have been there.
Yeah, if I wasn't at school, I would have been. Moving on. I have read Carson City and I love it. This was a reread. I'm wanting to make my way through the series again. Jeez.
Akmath.
yes.
Portland, Oregon. Yes. What is the other port? Oh, Maine. Portland, Maine. Portland, Maine is a superior Portland, in my opinion.
I love
Maine. No! My ebook for Adnan story just got returned to the library.
I hate when that happens.
That's sad.
That's what you get for not reading during sprints.
That's karma.
I have yet to read a Sarah J. Maas book.
Oh,
come for her.
Do you
Hannah.
like fantasy though? So, what kind of fantasy do you like? Because it's not gonna be for everybody. It's okay. You don't have to read.
No.
You don't have to read.
It's definitely not for everyone, and that's okay. I'm just in love with her, and I'm obsessed.
She's
with
for
her.
me though, like tailor made.
This next comment. It says you guys look like the Brady Bunch, except Bobby and Cindy are missing. But
oh, I love that.
Oh wait, no, that's the Facts of Life. I love the Brady Bunch. How does the theme tune go? It's like, here's a story of a man named Brady.
Yeah.
Who was bringing 3 very lovely boys.
That's impressive that you like got that.
You just whipped that out.
You busted that out. Love it.
Yeah, I would have not. It would have taken me too long. I would have not got that.
I would have had to YouTube it and then be like, "Oh yeah, there's the memory. There it is."
My grandmother and I like binged the Brady Bunch in quarantine. So
that's so
cute.
You're fine. LOL, that happens.
You're still allowed to be in the book community if you don't read the same books as everybody else.
You are.
Ha ha ha. Also, Akmath is an option.
It's a very, very, very good option.
Still standing by it.
Love you, Cammy. So much pressure. Yeah.
Don't be pressured. You're just naturally pretty. It's okay.
Yeah, no. Don't be pressured.
Oh, I thought she meant about her videos, like to make good videos.
No.
There's no pressure to be pretty, no. But
listen, look at me.
Look at me.
That's so long of a wait. Yeah. And she said it will be her long. Yes. Okay. I think I'm a little bit.
I'm ready for. I am so here for like an 1,000-page Crescent City. Yes.
I'm really nervous for the show. I'm going to watch it, but feel sick the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm confident because she's writing it. She's writing the screenplays, so
yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of hope because she's writing it, and I'm hoping that it. I just hope it's better. Like, I have the lowest expectations going into it, just so it's better than my expectations because it's my favorite series. So
I just don't want anything in my head to get messed up.
I want to
watch. Usually don't picture it, like, unless like it's someone like I have like pictured for the role, which is very rare. I don't picture them in the books when I read them.
But see, like, if you don't and then you watch the show or the adaptation and then you go reread the book, all you picture is the actors.
That doesn't happen for me.
That happens for me.
Yeah, that happens for me.
That's surprising.
Yeah, that definitely happens for me too.
Like when when I used to reread that series that we don't talk about anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I never pictured the actors.
See, I totally do.
That's all I would picture.
I also feel like in that series they were cast pretty well, but like that's exactly who I picture if I was going to read those books.
I mean, I also read the books I read them in high school. So like at that point, like that's all I knew about the books, but I didn't read them all though. I also was reading the freaking illustrated versions of them too, so like a child.
Oh, I had no idea what we were talking about. I had to ask Rye. I'm an idiot. Goodbye.
She texts me. She goes, "What series are we?"
Okay, to be fair, I never finished that series. So like,
she doesn't like that series.
Yeah.
I was so confused. I haven't showered and look disgusting right now, so I'm right there with you, girl. Yeah, I feel gross right now too. Love fantasy. Okay, so yeah, maybe give her a shot.
Give her a try. Just give her a try.
Just joining. Hi, hello. I see Malibu Rising in your little profile picture. I love it.
I just got my hold from Libby, by the way, for Malibu Rising that I just
so good
yesterday.
I really liked that. I
really like that one. A lot of people didn't.
I haven't read it yet.
A lot of people didn't.
I bought it. I pre-ordered it, and I have yet to read it, and it's been out for pushing a year probably.
I read it all in one day, and I did not intend to do that. I'm like, I'll start the story, get like 100 pages in, and I couldn't stop.
Look, I don't know if it's just me, but like my Libby has been coming in clutch. Like literally almost everything that I've been like putting on hold has come to me within like a week or two. Like I literally placed Malibu Rising on hold yesterday, and it came to me this morning. And I was like, well, we got to deliver this a little bit later because I already have 3 books from Libby that I still have to freaking read.
It's always so disheartening when Libby's like, there's 50 people ahead of you. Good luck. I'm always like, all right, damn. Like, I'm not going to want to read this by the time I actually get it.
I like it when the library, they'll put like the little stars because your library like got more copies and your hold will go from like 42 weeks to like 40 weeks. And it's like, oh, great. Like, yes, this is so much better.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
No, I distinctly remember I got the ARC for Malibu Rising. And the same day that I got the email for the ARC, my mom, who like works at a pharmacy, texted me and was like, we have extra COVID shots. Like, you can come get one. And this was like when COVID shots were like not available, like you can just get them, and it was like a great day. I got vaccinated for COVID and I got the Malibu Rising ARC. Like,
I read the ARC too.
Where was I? Just joining. Hi. Oh, I said this because I commented on your book. I'm not a huge on fantasy, but I really want to give her a try. I'm also not huge on fantasy. I'm actually very much so not huge on fantasy, and I didn't like it, but
I feel like she's a good one though, even if you're not. I mean, obviously it didn't work for you, Kirsten, but like I feel like she's really accessible.
I think especially the first book in the ACOTAR series is
Yes,
because it
definitely.
kind of follows more like majority of it, the Beauty and the Beast kind of retelling. So if you're like familiar with that background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to follow.
Same with the Throne of Glass books too. They like build up so you get more comfortable with it. Because I think that was one of the first like fantasy series that I actually read. And now that's my favorite genre.
I would say the Cruel Prince is actually really easy to get into too.
Yeah, like, that one is too.
I love Cruel
Prince. Really
I hate the Cruel Prince.
Oh, I love the Cruel Prince so much.
I enjoyed it. I'm in the middle. I enjoyed it. It's not my fave, but I enjoyed
it. Holly Black publishes.
I do like the Cruel Prince is my least favorite out of the three. Like I like all of them. I really like the two more.
Yeah, I agree.
Book 2 is good. I'm in the middle of it, but I'm like trying to listen to it.
One.
Me too.
Wait, you're already on book 2?
Yeah, I got it on Libby. Literally, it was available when I finished Cruel Prince.
Oh, I was thinking of Throne of Glass. I was so
I think Cruel Prince is a good fantasy starter series too because it takes place some of it in like our world. Like I feel like it's a good
it's really easy to understand and
it's not a
YA, so it's really just like
I
think YA is always like great to start.
That's why I get like skittish about adult fantasies. I'm like, am I too dumb for this?
Me too, but I want to read all of them.
Like I want to read Mistborn, but like I have that like in the Way of Kings. Like I want to give them a try, but
I can't wait to read the Way.
I feel like Mistborn's pretty easy to follow. Like it's like an adult fantasy that I would recommend starting with.
That's probably the first Brandon Sanderson I'll read. Now,
wait, Hannah, have you read?
What?
I was just asking if she read Priory of the Orange Tree.
Me?
Yeah.
I did, yes. I hated it.
She hated it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If it wasn't for a buddy read, I would have DNF'd it. But I was buddy reading it with Ashley, so we pushed through because we wanted to say we finished it, but neither of us liked it. I gave it 2 stars.
It's so pretty.
It needed more dragons.
What?
Have you read it?
No. I just think it's so floppy.
It's also gorgeous.
Yeah. It's so pretty.
And it's just the paperback.
It is floppy.
I have the hardcover and it's so big that literally like the glue is starting to like come off.
Yeah.
It's so heavy.
That was one of the panic buys that I bought when we were going into quarantine, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? I can't leave, so I'm gonna need to buy a bunch of books. This is my
me too.
And then people were saying like,
I'll have time to read.
Weren't gonna come out with books, like you weren't gonna be able to get books. There's gonna be a book shortage, and I was like,
yeah,
what? So that was one of the ones I bought like 15 books.
I went crazy, and I was like, oh, Priory, perfect. I'll actually have time now during quarantine.
Yeah, normal people were overbuying toilet paper, and I'm like, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. Yeah. I need books.
I think I had like 3 orders of Barnes & Noble orders, and then like I had book depository orders, Amazon orders. Like I had so many book orders. My mom literally had to take my card out of my account. She's like, Christina, you're going to go broke. I was like, no, I'm not. It's fine.
I was like, so worried though that I wasn't going to be able to get books, and it wasn't even like a problem.
Yeah,
but
no,
I didn't even read any of those books. Let me tell you, all those books that I ordered during quarantine are still on my unread shelf.
Me too.
Oh.
A lot of them are. A lot of them. But quarantine is also when I started to read like all the time. Like before quarantine, I was still like a reader, but like it was like whenever I kind of felt like reading a book. But then like during quarantine, it was just I was reading everything all the time, and I went through my entire TBR and like.
What else were you supposed to do?
Exactly. Like I had nothing else
you can't go anywhere.
Like I literally couldn't do anything. I only saw my boyfriend on the weekend. So it's like when I was at his house anyway, he would end up freaking like working or playing video games or anything. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's read.
That's why my like amount that I read, it jumped up so much in 2020. I was astounded
I've
like
never read that many books.
2019, I think I read like 75 books, which is still like a lot. But then the next year it was like 172, and I was like, it's because I couldn't do anything else.
I think in 2019 I must have read like maybe 30 books, and then in 2020 I hit like 70, and I was like, whoa. And then last year I was at 90 something, and I was like, I think I was at 97. And I was so close to 100, but I didn't get there. It's fine.
Dang. You guys started doing fun stuff during quarantine. As soon as quarantine hit, I was like, time to study for the LSAT.
I was the first group ever to take the LSAT online, like the first time.
The flex?
Yeah, and the like curve for it was insane. I got literally like 10 points higher than I ever got practicing. I ended up getting like a 163. I know Sahara is the only one who will know what that means. Like,
no, Legally Blonde, 179.
Oh my god, that part of Legally Blonde makes me so mad. I'm like, that's so unrealistic.
Yeah. Well, 180 is perfect, but like the scale was wacky because I think everyone was like not used to like doing anything on the computer because this was like April 2020. It was insane.
Yeah, the online, like both times that I took it were so awkward because they're like, okay, now show me your room. So you awkwardly like walk around. They're like, okay, now show me like the bottom of your like,
and they stare at you the whole time. Yeah, it's so
bad. I did my whole master's degree during quarantine. Wouldn't recommend that. It was the worst. It was nonstop work. But we had to have a special webcam for tests that you could like take off and like show your whole thing, like literally show us behind your computer so you're not cheating. And I'm like, ignore my like donut sitting over here.
No, they made us like take our camera and or like our phone and put the camera on just to show like what was on the keyboard and everything. And I was like, this is so much. Like, and I feel like you can't even like cheat on the LSAT. Like, it's not like, oh, let me ask someone what 1 + 1 is. Like, you know, you can't.
Yeah, let me just go quick look this up.
What is this?
Well, like, I don't know. They might have like gotten a better handle on it after the first test, but for us, we had to like use a mirror. We had to go get a handheld mirror and like put it in the camera, and like it was so ghetto. Like it was the first time anyone was doing it, and we literally had to put a handheld mirror like in front of the camera. It was so stupid.
That's funny. We had to specifically have like a detachable webcam. We couldn't just use the one that was built into our computer because you had to be able to show everything.
We had to show like all of our pieces of paper that they were like blank, and then if you're using like earbuds, you have to show that they were like the foam ones and not like anything that someone could be whispering through. And I was like, bro, like, can I just get this over with? Like, I'm already so anxious. It's 8 a.m, and they're like, show me your paper.
I only took it once. Did you do it more than once?
Yeah, I took it twice, and thank God I never have to do that again.
Yeah, that was probably the most miserable thing I've ever done. Yeah. It wasn't even like testing your knowledge. It was like if Susie has a blue crayon and Kyle has a red crayon and Bob is sitting in the middle of them, like who's their father? And it's like so dumb. and you don't use it at all in law school. Like it literally does not matter. Where was I in the comments? Oh. Maya's back. She had to move a bookshelf from her sister's room to the dining room, and it took a minute. How nice of you. My friend asked me how I visualize the characters when I read, and I said I don't, but she uses celebrities? Interesting.
That is a really hard thing to try to explain.
Yeah.
How you visualize characters and like places.
Yeah. I can't explain it. It's in my head, and it's not gonna. It can't be verbalized.
Sometimes, if I am having a hard time visualizing them, or if I visualize them in my head completely not how they're described, I'll go on Pinterest and look stuff up. Like the Bargainer series, the love interest has like white blonde hair, and I could not picture him with white blonde hair. Like it was just dark hair, and every time she brought up like his long white blonde hair, I was like, I need to go get this in my head different, because every time he comes up, that's not how I'm picturing him. And I found like the perfect picture that I picture him as.
One thing I do like doing is looking up fan art. like whilst I'm reading if I'm having a hard time visualizing a character. But I love fan art. Oh my god, they're so much fun.
Yeah.
People are talented. Could not be me, but people are talented.
People are so talented.
Like, I can't even describe to you how this person looks into my head, let alone draw it out.
Yeah.
With skill?
I can't even imagine trying to draw some of these characters. I would be no.
Can't draw.
I would rather quit right away before I even start trying.
What happened?
Girl, read it. It's amazing. The vibes are immaculate. I don't know what you're talking about. Probably Malibu Rising.
I think Malibu Rising.
I want a movie adaptation.
Yes!
Plain Bad
Oh my god,
yes.
yes.
Is Crescent City adults?
Yes.
New adult.
Yeah, new adult.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would put ACOTAR as new adult, and then Crescent City as adult.
Yeah.
Same. The Throne of Glass series starts as young adult and then gets to
transitions.
Adult. Yeah, transitions. New adult.
Which was cool because I started reading it when I was predominantly reading YA, and then as my like reading taste changed, like the series changed.
That happened with me with like ACOTAR.
I know. I remember reading Aftermath for the first time. Like, what? It was like my first like spicy, steamy book, and I was like, "What?"
Me too. I didn't even know what text was until I read Aftermath, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah. I see my students reading that book. I'm just like,
I have a 7th grade student who told me that she bought Credence by Penelope Douglas. And I was like, I don't want to censor your reading at all. Like, that's not, I love to talk to kids about books because half of them don't even think I'm reading. I teach Phi-Ed, so they think I'm like a jock. And I'm like, no, I'm a giant nerd. I probably shouldn't even be a Phi-Ed teacher. But she told me, like, yeah, my mom, like, bought these books for me. And of course, the cover is like trees. So it gives nothing away. And I'm like, Addison, please don't read that. Please don't read that. I cannot look you in the face every day and teach you knowing that you've read that. Like, please don't. She's like, I'll just hide it under my bed and forget about it. And I'm like, if you do ever read it, don't ever tell me. Or I'll kick you out of class. Yeah.
You guys want to hear a wild, no, it's not even like that wild, but it was such an awkward thing that happened to me at work. Oh my God. It was like recent, probably within like the last month or two. One of my patients, well, not my patients, but like one of the patients that goes to my office was like, Christina. I was like, yeah. He's like, do you have a YouTube channel? I was like, why? He was like, oh, you popped up on my feed. I was like, how? He was like, oh, I don't know, but you know, I told my wife that you really like those Katie Robert books, and she loves them. And I was like, oh, hey! I didn't know what to say.
That's awesome.
My student that reads those books, I'm really good friends with her mom. I'm just like, do you know what your child is reading?
Honestly, I even asked her that. I'm like, your mom bought you that book? And she was like, she doesn't know anything. She's not a reader. She's not on TikTok.
She's like, nature. Maybe
right. And I'm like, even if she just read the synopsis, she'd be like, child, no.
No.
But
child, no.
Like, that book is filthy. Okay, I loved it. Like I loved it. And like, you know, if you're ready to read something like that, go for it. But
in 7th grade,
she literally just turned 13.
The way that I don't read spicy, like probably the last spicy book that I read was like A Court of Silver Flames. Like, I don't read these type of books. And every time I know, but I don't read like romance at all. Like I've never read any of these books, and I need to.
I skim all the spicy scenes in books.
Oh,
like okay,
that's what I pick books up for. I'm like, Credence, like I'm not here for the plot.
It starts, and then I'm like, okay.
Like for men in Credence. That's
Me
why
too, I'm just here for Colleen Hoover. Except for reminders of him, not reminders of him.
Oh, you didn't like reminders of him?
Oh my God.
He hated it.
Watch Kristen's rant review.
Yo, her rant review, she went off.
Oh, I need to watch that. It's
I'm not a lawyer or anything, but let me tell you.
Move it up.
People like well, I was like on a live and people like came for me about my thoughts, but then I was like, I'm gonna make a whole video about it. So it's
sometimes
probably
it's fun to roast books that other people love. Like I had such a good time ranting about Finlay Donovan is killing it.
100%, because I hate Six of Crows so much.
Same. Oh my god, I despise that freaking book.
I didn't like it.
I liked it, but see, like, you're allowed to have that opinion. It's just really, really funny. It's funny to me too. I should do one of those videos where I like read 1-star reviews of my favorite books. Maybe not. I might not be mature enough for that.
I don't think I'm mature enough for it. Like I don't know how I would act.
But like I think it's kind of funny to read like people just absolutely roasting a book.
Like, I mean, I'm used to it because a lot of people roast on Sarah J. Maas. Like, I'm okay with it. Like, it doesn't bother me. My sister used to be like, Christina, I heard that Sarah person that you love so much isn't really that good of a writer. I was like, shut up. You don't know what the heck you're talking about. And she was like, but I saw this thing on Twitter. I was like, Twitter's wrong. All right. You don't even read. Shut up.
Well, if you want a roast review, watch Reminders of Him.
I know. I just moved it up on my watch later. Now I gotta go. I'm gonna go as soon as this is done.
Oh my god. So I got the Atlas 6 today at my bookstore, and I'm staring at it. But like I have so many books.
It's so pretty looking. The edition.
It's so nice. I'm just like staring at her. And I'm like,
I saw that in Barnes & Noble today that it was compared to The Umbrella Academy. Have any of you read or watched that show?
I watched it.
I watched it. I didn't know that it was like a thing that I could read before I watched it, so now it's too late for me. But I loved that show. So when I saw that, when I was staring at it like, I kind of want to read it now.
Yeah. I've heard it's like really pretentious. You have to be in like the mood for it.
The right mood for it.
I love it.
I might want to do like a buddy read with somebody for that one.
Is it fantasy?
It's like
what?
It's like dark academia.
Dark academia.
It's got magic in it though, for sure. Like they have like supernatural powers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I would not be able to understand it.
I don't know if I'm in the mood for it. Because like I'm so scared that I'm too dumb for this book.
Yeah,
I have a feeling it's gonna be very like not like Ninth House, but like a similar reading experience tonight.
I loved Ninth House.
I need to reread.
I like that you said that, Cammy. Keep talking.
Yeah, I
mean, I haven't read it, but I feel like that's like the vibes it gives.
That's like the vibes it gives off.
Yeah.
So down for it.
To be honest, I picture setting as places I've seen or like not new. Yeah, I think I just picture like I don't know what I picture. I looked up fan art while reading Akatar and spoiled myself for the whole series. Brutal. That is brutal.
That is brutal.
Oh,
yeah, don't do that.
Oh, don't do that. Do not do that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's so heartbreaking.
You've got to be vague if you're going to look up, like if you're still in the middle of it. Like don't look up like Resand. Look up like dark-haired hot guy.
Yeah. Don't look up anything for Throne of Glass because if you
I'm not even
don't.
Saints. I'm a spicy lover. Apparently she's also a Reminders of Him lover.
I love spicy.
Spicy is good. Keeps things interesting. Oh, my Latin teacher likes spice. I hope she's like okay with that. No, my Latin teacher actually, I had beef with her because I had the AP Calc exam one day and I had 2 study guides and they were very different. And this kid on the side of me also had the AP exam but didn't bring any study material. And he like wanted me to give him one of my study guides. And I was like, no, I'm studying for mine. And my teacher made me give him one of my study guides. And I was like, woman.
What the heck?
I know.
So weird.
I mean, it was fine. Like, I ended up fine, but ugh. No, I actually made out like a bandit because I got 4s and 5s on all my exams, but when my college put them in, they put in a 5 for every single exam. And I did not get a 5 on every single exam.
Or you're like, I'm not going to correct that.
Yeah, no. You look at my transcripts and it's like AP Calculus
5. And I'm like, nope, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, take that.
Yes, Hannah. Oh, this is the 1-star reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, you should do it.
I might. I've been thinking about it. It might hurt me. Like, especially with Akamath, that book is so near and dear to my heart that I'll be like taking it personally.
Yeah.
I'll have to do like a meditation beforehand so I can let things go.
You find like their email and their Goodreads description.
I like comment on their review and I'm just like, you're wrong.
Quinn says, I love spicy. I'm way too single at the moment, so living through characters. Sexy time keeps me sane. Oh, Quinn.
I love it.
Love it. I love spicy books. Literally today at work, I got bored. I didn't feel like listening to like a fantasy because I was so busy. So I'm like, I need something that doesn't involve brain power. So I was like, ooh, let's see what Hoopla has for romance. And then I saw a Katie Robert like short novella. What the heck was it?
Oh, I love Katie Robert.
I don't know. But it was like literally a 2-hour audiobook.
Was it the dad one?
No, I want to read that one so bad, but it's not on Hoopla.
Oh, that one is.
What the heck was it? Hold on. I know I posted it on my story.
Which dad one?
Only Katie Robert. Your Dad Will Do.
Your Dad Will Do.
Oh, I love Your Dad Will Do.
I want to read it so bad.
I have all of the
okay.
other ones. I haven't read like the Gifting Me to
My
His
Dad's
Best
Best Friend.
That title is already too much spice for me.
Yeah, no.
Some of the titles, you're like, I can't read this in public.
I need it all.
Oh no, I would not read.
I know whenever I'm reading a spicy book, I always have to bring a second one to school because I'm afraid I can't bring this, or I have to bring, or if I'm reading my Kindle, I will. But if I'm reading a spicy book at home, I'm like, I gotta make sure I bring something else to school.
Oh my god, I tend to listen to a lot of romances. They're my favorite things to listen to on audio. But like, I'll listen to them as I'm working, and like literally today, I'm like doing this like pre-authorization appeal, whatever the fuck. And
I'm just picturing it.
And then I'm like, woo! And then my boss comes in, and is like, what happened? I'm like, something happened in my book. He was like, oh, okay, cool. And then he walks out, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah, I was on my prep period,
sometimes.
and I was listening to Black Sunshine, and there was this like weird scene, and I was like, oh. And I felt so bad listening to it. There's no one in my classroom, but I was like, oh my god.
I want to read
if they're super spicy like that, I read those at home and I'll bring a different book to school. Even though like I mean, I don't have a classroom, I have an office, and then obviously I teach FIA, so I go to the different gyms and stuff. So like nobody sees what I'm like reading if I'm on my lunch break. I'm just in there by myself, but I still am like, I have to go teach children after this. It's just
I can't. I
don't want to be blushing looking at a first grader, you know? Like
yeah, that's true.
Same. This is to the spice comment. See, you don't get spice in your historical fiction books, so I stick to those. I loved Reminders of Him. Okay, I hated Reminders of Him. I gave it 2 stars. I'm always nervous. My sister is reading over my shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah, I never have to worry about that. My sister has never been a reader, and every time she would see me read a book, she's like, "You're such a nerd." I was like, "I know, Nick, go away." And like now she like watches my freaking vlog sometimes, and she's like, "Christina, this is what you were reading the entire time I lived with you." And I was like, I mean, not the entire time, but I mean, when I discovered it, it was all I was reading.
The only time I
can't read. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say the only time I like actually read a spicy scene and don't just like skim over it is when I just look over at my boyfriend. I'm like, do you want to be really uncomfortable right now? And I'll start reading it, and he's like, "What are you reading?" I'm like, "Don't worry, I don't actually read this part."
I've done that before. I've listened to like
all the time.
I did it with my reread of A Court of Silver Flames when I last did it. Brandon was gaming with his friends like on Discord, so he's talking to them, and I just like put my headphone in his other ear, and he's like, just a casual BJ, you know. He's just like, it's hilarious.
I swear, it was when I was reading The Beast, and there was a intense threesome happening, and I was like literally reading it out loud to my boyfriend, and he was like, "What?"
It's so funny to get their reaction.
And he's like, He looks at my shelves. He was like, so you're not actually a nerd. You just like reading certain things. And I was like, look, all right. If you want, you can read a book off my bookshelves. He's like, no, I'm okay.
No, anytime I do that, he'll be like, is that one of your fairy porn?
Oh my god, that's literally what Noah says. Are you kidding me? He's like, oh, you just read fairy porn.
I love that.
That's so funny. You know,
Juan now actually knows the word smut. He was like, oh, is that a smut scene? I was like, yes, it is, baby.
That's so funny, Sahar. Oh my god. No, but I like can't read smutty books because I read my book in class. I like seldom pay attention in class. And we have like auditorium seating, obviously. So like people
like
behind
somebody
me
could see down.
Yeah, I can't be reading that. And then like this kid behind me, like Gavorg, is like, what are you reading? That would just be no. This says, I always get lucky when there's no spice. No one is around, and when it gets spicy, people have perfect timing.
Yeah. It happens at work all the time. Like I'll be alone in like my little cubicle by myself for like an hour, and then the minute that the spicy scene happens, my boss won't shut up. He needs me to do 50 million things, and then the phones don't stop talking, and then patients are coming in and bothering me to schedule their appointment, and I'm like, look, I'm not about all this right now. I'm not listening to my smut.
I can't really listen to an audiobook at work.
Thankfully, I'm able to because I do a lot of paperwork. So it's like when I'm not making my phone calls and stuff, I'm able to I do mostly paperwork.
Yeah,
So
a lot of my work is just Excel formulas. So I usually get a lot of audiobook listening done.
Yeah. Literally all I do all day is pretty much just appeals, pre-certs. That's really it.
See, how do you do research with an audiobook in? Like I also do research for like memos and stuff, and if I'm reading cases, I cannot.
I mean, I don't do research. I do pre-certs.
Oh, I thought you said research.
No, I just have to submit. I submit pre-certs all the time. So like I do them now with my eyes closed. Like I don't need a freaking thing. Like I can just submit a pre-cert. The only thing I can't like listen to is when I have to write a narrative report for an attorney. Because like when I'm writing the draft, it's fine. But like when I have to read it over and actually have to pay attention, I can't listen to it. But like,
have any of you, when you're like multitasking while listening to an audiobook, you
Write
get
down.
like you're like, I need to pause this because I need to focus for a second.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
Anytime I have to do math, I'm like pause, like
yeah.
Okay, all right. Now I can go back to it.
Or like, okay, this is like super nerdy, but or not. It's not even nerdy. Like when I'm driving, if I have to like turn left at like an intersection and it's busy, I have to like pause my audiobook so I can focus on turning left.
Oh my god, I love that. There have been times where it gets chaotic and I like need to focus when I'm driving, but I'm also a very anxious driver. So like when it's getting too wild, I need silence. When it's like especially during like it's weird because like you would think like during like snowstorms, rainstorms, like when it's like pouring, like you would think I would need the distraction, but like when it's literally like the worst weather possible, I need silence to like I don't know, it makes no sense, but it makes sense in my head for some reason. I literally can't function because I'm so like I'm going through so much anxiety. I can't focus on what the heck I'm listening to.
Yeah.
See, I just take back roads to get to school, so like it's just like
I wish.
Yeah. It's pretty chill.
Yeah, no, my job is just like I have to take highways to get to work. Like there's no other option. Trust me, I've tried. There's no other option.
This is a lot. I think I would cry. No one knows that I have. I mean, my friends know, but like this is my 8th grade English teacher follows me, so it's weird when I post wrap-ups on my stories and she sees the progression of my reading. Yeah. If my teachers or professors knew about my book, I would just
absolutely not. My mom watches all of my videos.
My mom watches mine too.
And when I tell you,
watches mine, but I don't read smutty stuff. So
when I tell you, I have whenever there's a smutty book, my mom literally texts me, Christina, what was that book you were reading? And I was like, it's this mother. And mind you, my mom uses my Kindle account because she doesn't have a Kindle. So I'm like, mine, just log into my account. And if it's Kindle Unlimited, you may read it. It is free. She hasn't grasped that aspect yet. So like she asks me to buy the book for her when she knows it's free, but like she just doesn't understand how to do it. So I end up like having to do it for her. And she was like, Christina, what was that book you were just talking about? And then the amount of Kitty Robert books my mom wants to read at this point because she just read one. And I was like, Mother, trust me, I can help you a lot. Trying to get her to read some Talia Hibbert.
I think I would die if my students found my YouTube.
Like, my mom doesn't
my one student that wanted to read Credence found my Goodreads. And I'm like, all right. But if they ever found my YouTube, I'd be like, get out of here.
One of the
like, oh, do you have a YouTube channel? Let's go to the office. I don't even
one
want
of
to see
the patients used to be like, once he got like his settlement and stopped trading with us, he followed me on my Instagram, and I was like, oh no, and I blocked him right away. And then tell me how he came in a couple months after that to get like medical records, and he was like, I followed you on Instagram, and I was like,
I blocked you.
Okay. And I was like, oh really? I didn't notice. He was like, yeah, you like books and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I do. He was like, what's your YouTube channel? I was like, I don't know. It's on my Instagram. You can check it out there. Knowing that he's blocked. I will. I'll let you know. I'm like, okay, cool.
No.
He does not know my YouTube channel.
If any of my students.
Yeah. Like, I'm not worried about my elementary students because they'd probably think it was cool. But like my upper middle school, I don't want to be made fun of. Like, yeah, you're 12, but still your words can hurt.
Yeah. Probably worse than, like actual freaking adults.
They're
ruthless.
Yeah.
Kids these days.
Let's see. It don't matter the place. I'll listen to a spicy book.
I will always listen to a spicy book.
I be doing research on babies while listening to the audiobook of people making babies. Call that multitasking by learning. Quinn.
Oh, Quinn.
Quinn. Okay. Do we want to do one more sprint and then call it for the night?
Yeah,
sure.
we can do that.
All right. Beautiful. We have to pick our cat. They've added some colors. I kind of like the yellow eyes. What color background? We could do like yellow on yellow.
Oh, that's bright.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty. That's purple.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh my god.
This one?
White cat in a snowstorm. No, like yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
That was nice.
Let's do 20 because I'm sleepy. All right, and start.
It scared me that time.
I stand by my cats.
I love it.
I love it. So
How
cute.
did everyone's sprint go? I actually read that time and I got to the chapter about Serial and like his experience while they were recording Serial. So yeah.
I started
Also-
editing.
Ooh.
Gary
What
thought you
video?
were talking to. Yeah, so my watch just went off because it thought you said something.
I'm so confused. How did everyone's sprint go?
It was good.
Same. I read like 19 pages, I think.
Yeah, I read 20 pages. Like exactly.
Mm-hmm.
This book is so good. Oh, I read, I think 10%. Yeah, 10%.
What are you reading, Cammy?
The Black Witch by Laurie Forrest.
Oh yeah.
It's so good.
Was at Barnes and Noble, and there was like a new book. I've always like heard about this series, but like the new one just came out in the series, and it caught my eye. I was like, ooh, and then I looked on Goodreads and like scanned it at Barnes and Noble and looked at it was the 4th one in the series. I was like, I should probably start at the first book.
Yeah, it's really good. I think you'd like it, Rye. It's really
I
good.
think it too.
Christina, you look so comfortable.
I am.
Very jealous. Let's see. Hi. Hello. Just joined and trying to finish Stolen Tongues. Less than 50 pages left. Oh, you'll definitely finish it tonight.
I heard that one's really creepy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have it on my Kindle because it's on Kindle Unlimited.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
That's awesome. I'm gonna add it right now.
I unfortunately haven't read anything since I'm in class. Gross. What time zone are you in?
I know.
But hopefully I'll be able to join the sprints when my class is done if this is still on. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your books. That's a late class. Although we're like registering for classes next semester and I'm not taking it because I'm not interested in it. But family law is like from 6 to 9:30 on Wednesdays.
My undergrads, they would have classes once a week, and it was like a 6:15 or sometimes a 7 to like 9:15. It was a once, like it was long and it was late, but you only had to go once
a week.
Yeah. So like you had to like kind of outweigh it a little bit.
I took a class with a friend. It was all about drugs. So you'd think it'd be really interesting. But it was one of those like 3-hour classes at night once a week. And we only went like 5 times. We went on test days.
Yeah, I used to have,
like,
that was my bio
great,
class. My bio class was from 6:30 to 9:30, and then the lab was from 6:30 to 9.
Yeah.
And I had that twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I would have my lecture would be on Tuesday from 6:30 to 9:30. And the lab would be from 6:30 to 9. And oh my god, it was torture.
That's wild. In
Those
undergrad
late
are only
classes
like
are brutal.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only late classes we had in undergrad were if you took like astronomy, because then you like looked at the sky. But we didn't
the
have
only night class I took was screenwriting. But
Well,
that's the guy, like, he was a screenwriter, so he commuted from New York City, like, campus.
Yeah. I worked full time, so I had to take night classes, and it sucked.
I feel like I always was stuck with one every semester.
Yeah, I always had one.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather take an 8 a.m. than a night class.
Me too, Cammy.
I always said that. Always. I would always say 9 a.m.
A lot of the professors, especially in the education classes, were teachers. So they were always, their classes were at night.
That makes sense. See, wait, what book is she holding? Oh, I thought it was Hawthorne Legacy, and I was like, wow, I love that book, but it's not. My professors were all just like old white economists, so we were rocking like 10 to 2-ish.
Oh god.
Same.
Okay. Do we want to wrap it up and call it?
Sure.
Oh my god.
The cat agrees.
The timing of that.
That was like, yes.
That was so funny.
I think it does it because it's like the Pomodoro technique, so it's like the
Oh,
break is
God.
over.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
But I don't know how to not have it go off other than Xing out of it. But anyway, thank you all for being on my channel. I had
This
a great
is so
time.
fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it. I did it last Monday, and now this Monday. I think I'm gonna like do it on Mondays. I like it.
I like it.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun.
All right.
Wait.
Oh,
Which one? I'm just gonna go.
I
I
don't know.
can't do this one. Is that good? That's good enough, right?
mm-hmm.
See, your guys is so good.